Pod of the Dead Network.
Hello, and welcome to Pod of the Dead, your friendly neighborhood horror cult with no class. I am Nicholas, and I am joined by Dustin and Natasha. How are you guys doing this week?
Great.
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
On this week's episode, we are covering the 1995 John Carpenter cult classic, In the Mouth of Madness. So coming into this week, what is your guys' history with this movie, if any?
I had zero history.
Same.
Nothing? No
I
history?
know of it from you.
How about history with Sam Neill?
Yes, Jurassic Park. I feel like I've seen something recently with him in it too, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Has he been in anything new?
Did you watch Peaky Blinders?
Nope.
Okay, he's in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to look up his credits.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that he's in recently. He's like weirdly a 90s like scream king in a way, because I consider Jurassic Park a horror film.
Yes.
We got In the Mouth of Madness, this Event Horizon. He's also in that. That's another Lovecraftian spacey kind of movie.
I know what I'm thinking of. He's in Untamed. It's a series on Netflix.
I have never heard of that.
He plays a detective.
Okay, so similar kind of in this movie.
Yeah, just
So-
much older and more gray.
So, In the Mouth of Madness is an American supernatural horror film directed and scored by John Carpenter, and it's written by Michael DeLuca. It stars Sam Neill, Julie Carmen, Jurgen Prochnow, I'm guessing is how you pronounce that, David Warner, Charlton Heston. Neil stars as John Trent, an insurance investigator who visits a small town looking into the disappearance of a successful horror author and begins to question his sanity as the lines between reality and fiction seem to blur. This movie is considered to be the last part of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy, which is preceded by The Thing from 82 and Prince of Darkness in 87. Also, this movie kind of pays tribute to the works of author H.P. Lovecraft in its exploration of insanity, and its title is derived from Lovecraft's novella At the Mountains of Madness. So, just on the title alone, it does have that feel, and I know Dustin is a big Lovecraft person. Tasha, you seem like you're kind of on the fence with that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think of like Lovecraft vibes and stuff from this movie?
I thought they nailed it. Yeah, there were big spiry buildings, crazy people turning into freaks. Yeah. Yeah, it was very Lovecraftian.
I liked the movie more so for like the author aspect of it. I liked how it was like related with books. I know that sounds silly, but like the monster aspect of it, it was kind of like secondary. But I liked how like literary concepts were tied into a lot of it. And yes, the spires were really cool too.
Well, and you also get like double, triple, quadruple fake dream sequences.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like
I'm always there for that. I'm still sleeping. Oh God. So who did Charlton Heston play?
Charlton Heston is the publisher, the guy that sends Trent out on the thing. He's like, all right, go find my boy and get your hands off me, you damn dirty apes. I'm from a different solar system, from a different planet.
That's my only Charlton Heston reference. So I was like, oh, he's in other things?
Yeah, he's in this. And it was kind of like not quite a last minute, but it was like oh, well, we got this movie going on. Like, maybe we can get somebody else. And Charlton Heston was like, fine, I've got nothing going on Tuesday. And he came in and did his thing. So this movie, shocking, not made for a lot of money, right? Its budget was $8 million. What do you think that its worldwide gross on its $8 million was?
We're calling $8 million not a lot of money. Feeling good.
Not in the movies. Considering
it's Carpenter, I would say 40
million.
Like 40.
We're gonna say 23. I don't think this had a very big release.
$8.9 million worldwide. So
Wow.
I find it very interesting, Dustin, that you're like, well, since it's Carpenter lives at home. He doesn't like win in the box office. All of his stuff becomes like cult classics after they hit the home market and stuff like that. And like he has been like quoted like in interviews and stuff where people are like, oh, so how does it feel that like, you know, like these movies have gained cult, blah, blah, blah. He's like, would have been better if people bought tickets and then I would have gotten more jobs. Like,
That's why I didn't have to live with my parents.
Would have been nice to have a budget so I could have actually gotten Metallica's Enter Sandman for the intro instead of making my own bastardized version for the intro to this movie, which is real. He was like, he wanted to get it, and they just cost too much, so he's just like called up the guitarist from the Kinks and was like, we're going to just rip it the fuck off.
From the Kinks?
Yeah.
Couldn't find anything closer to Metallica than the Kinks. He was on a budget.
He was, man. So
Best he could do.
So its opening weekend though, it was number 4 at the box office, but it had an absolute fucking like it. I'm trying to remember the movies that were coming out like around this time were God, what was it? Speed and Forrest Gump and shit like that. Like there's just like one of the biggest summers like ever, and then this comes out and it's just like so it definitely didn't help that this was a movie that I didn't see until probably 5 years ago or something, just like work like checking off like, oh, I haven't seen that Carpenter film, I haven't seen that one, you know. So this was like just kind of a shot in the dark for me, and I really like the narrative structure of it. So it's an hour and a half long. The first hour of it, I'm kind of
so boring.
That last half hour though, fucking slaps.
Yeah. I kind of like the whole thing. I like the setup. Yeah.
I was bored with it for quite a while. I think it's a pretty slow. It's a lot to. It's slow to the uptake. I liked when they went through the bridge.
When they find the location that they want to get to, they find Hobbs End.
Funny story though, I fell asleep like right before
Jesus
everything
Christ.
happened.
I did too.
So,
Oh my God.
I did too.
I feel seen.
Oh my God.
So I had to watch it today.
Speaking of the bridge though, what is it about a covered bridge? Why is that so nice?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a movie. I've only seen a covered bridge a couple times in the movies, and nothing good ever happens. So, won't get into. I don't think it's a spoiler or anything, but like, yeah, it's like a fucking portal kind of thing or whatever in this movie.
Yeah.
The other one I can think of is Beetlejuice, and the family dies.
Yeah,
It's just like I don't know. Like they are very like quaint and everything. And
yeah, there's one right outside Finley.
I think it's just because they're made of wood.
Yeah,
like, that just makes it feel more rustic.
And if it's raining, I don't know, you feel safe. Yeah.
I never feel safe, dude. I live in America.
That's a good point.
So
that's the one time you can. You just have like a couple seconds of solace.
Oh, thank God. Oh, God, the
Back
news.
to the real world.
That's why they're so nice. Yep.
But so the practical effects in this movie are done by K&B Effects Group, who we have actually covered some of their stuff before. This is one of the greatest special effects companies, like practical effects companies, period. It's run by Robert Kirkman, Greg Nicotero, and Howard Berger. So the name Greg Nicotero probably pops out because he was the showrunner and special effects lead and everything on like The Walking Dead and all that. A few of them, actually, I think it's K&B started because the three of them all worked on The Evil Dead 2. And like from that point forward, they just kept working together, and they made K&B, which is their initials. They worked on George Romero's Day of the Dead, from Dusk Till Dawn, like all sorts of fucking Inglorious Bastards, like everything. They are like the special effects guys.
Nice.
They like basically worked under Tom Savini, who's like the godfather of gore and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that this movie you don't get like I wish we got more creaturey stuff in it, but the
Yeah.
way they do it feels very Lovecraft, where it's all like out of the corner of your eye and you only get it for like a couple seconds. You're like, what the fuck? It doesn't just
Yeah.
sit there on it. So
Bulging out of the back of someone's head,
Yeah, there's that.
stroking it.
yes. Yes. Stroke my mini face. So let's see here. The critical response to this movie. So just gonna kind of roll through it. Rotten Tomatoes gives it like a 60% approval rating. Critics noted that it's got an intriguing premise but limited realization, which is something I kind of mentioned to Steph. I like kind of explained the idea of the movie and stuff. I was like, but if I sit here and actually pick at it, there's probably just plot holes out the ass. But I'm not looking at this movie for that. It's just one of those movies that I can't think of another one off the top of my head that goes through this journey as well as this one does. I'm trying to be vague so I'm not spoiling anything for anybody. But there's like some that might come to mind, like maybe like the Truman Show in a way where you think something's going on, but it's something else kind of thing. But
Yes.
our buddy Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4 stars, praised the premise, but felt it devolved into generic horror house tropes. And that's where I think this movie does the best, is when it devolves.
I agree.
And I don't agree with this, but Los Angeles Times, Kevin Thomas says, praised as a thinking person's horror picture. Get the fuck out of here with that. And then bold, cerebral, visceral.
Yes.
And I don't know. I think I always hate that kind of like delineation of just like, this isn't for dum-dums. This is
Right.
smart person horror. It's like, get out of your fucking mom's basement, Kevin. But yeah, so In the Mouth of Madness, first time watching it. Would you watch it again?
I think so.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
would
For
you
sure, I really enjoyed it.
would you suggest it to other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, people who like Lovecraft and weird creatures, hell yeah.
Yeah.
People who even just like mysteries.
Do you
Mhm.
think that
I
it
thought
worked
was,
on
like,
the
a good
mystery?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
that's
if you're
how
just
I
really
see
into
it.
books, I think you would love it too.
Yeah. I think I had a hard time thinking of this as like quote unquote horror because there's so much of just like a mystery component to it. Like they're trying to find this guy and then just weird stuff happens.
Yeah.
So
Like,
yeah, I would definitely watch it again. And I think this is like palatable. So for people to say like it's a thinking person's horror, I think this bodes well for a lot of different types of people.
Yeah, I think that this kind of works as a nice stepping stone into like cosmic horror. It touches on like surreal, like
Mhm.
kind of stuff and everything, but it's all through the lens of John Carpenter, which like this is what's kind of funny to me. I think John Carpenter makes good movies. I don't think of them as being like so like intensely like that you have to like think over it. You know, it's like Halloween, The Thing, The Fog, you know, like kind of stuff like that. So when like I hear thinking man's horror and John Carpenter, I'm like, the dude that made Vampires with with James Woods? Like, I love that movie, but thinking man? Like I think you boast too much, Kevin.
Yes. What do you have against Kevin's?
That's the
all of
guy
a
who
sudden?
wrote it. That's the guy who
Oh,
wrote it. I'm talking
gotcha.
specifically to the
To
Los
a Kevin.
Angeles Times writer Kevin Thomas.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I've got his name right fucking
I
here.
see.
So, can you think off the top of your head, like say you're gonna rewatch this and you're gonna double feature it, right? With something? What I'll start it off. Don't worry, I'll give you a second. What movie would you double feature with this? So, you know, we got an hour and a half movie here and another one to go with it. Mine is kind of a softball pitch. We did just cover it recently. That would be Color Out of Space. You get 2 Lovecrafts right there. There's plenty of other ones that could go, but like I think of that one also as just being like it's very meat and potatoes. It's not like hard to understand. It's just visually beautiful and fucking gnarly. And this one's the same, even though it's just like in the 90s, but it's got some like really cool ideas that it toys with. And yeah, you're getting some like 90s ass CGI when it's doing some really cool ideas, but it's the 90s. But how about you?
Yeah,
What do you got, Dustin?
I'd probably do The Thing.
Okay.
I mean, same guy, but yeah, it's kind of weird that The Thing is actually more like the Mountains of Madness, the story, than this movie is. Yeah, I thought that was actually kind of bizarre, but
yeah, a lot of Carpenter's stuff kind of toes that line of Lovecraft, and like that's kind of unbeknownst to me, kind of what drug me towards Lovecraft later on in my life. I was always familiar with Carpenter's stuff, like The Thing and all that. And it's like, I like all this like creaturey, I don't understand what it is. And it's like, oh, there's a guy that's written hundreds of stories that just that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pick up on a different part of the movie, and I'm going to go with Inception.
Okay.
With the dream quality of it. That's my favorite part of this movie, is just so many different realities.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's done really well in the sense of, well, except for like one scene, but it's meant to be on purpose. Blue, I'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what reality or whatever we're going in, it's all shot the same. It's all shot to be like real and stuff. It's like just the interactions with the people and stuff are always just like really strange and whatnot. But so the movie, you know, it's about a guy trying to find an author, right? Lots of book talk, lots of nerd shit. But we're gonna like, so the books in this movie kind of changed some people for the better or for the worse. So Dustin, you brought to the table that we should list our like top 3 or so books that quote unquote changed us.
Yes.
So all right, Natasha, we're gonna give one at a time.
Okay.
We're gonna go in a circle.
Just one.
Just one. And then you can do the second one, and then you can do the third one.
But
Yes.
not all at once.
Correct.
After you and Dustin, and then me. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So that's how we'll do. We'll go Dustin, then we'll go me, and then we'll go you. And then who goes after you, Tasha?
Dustin.
There you go.
Did it.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
listen to past podcasts if you need to understand why that had to be walked through.
I got very excited that time.
I may have forgotten already.
You go next.
Okay.
I talk, then you
Just
talk.
make this with your hand.
Okay, I go first. All right. I'm going to throw out just the easy one. It's a given. I have to put Harry Potter on my list of books that changed me.
So just the first one?
I would say the first one. Like, I'm not going to do the entire series. Like, Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite, but Harry Potter is what got me really into reading novels. I remember like being a kid sitting in like the back room in the winter, curled up in like an old chair, just like reading chapter after chapter after chapter, and just like the immersive quality of those books made me realize how awesome reading was.
I had the exact same experience.
Good job. It's your turn.
Okay. She made the D with her hand, so I know
Next.
to go.
Yeah.
The Hawkland Monster by Richard Brodigan.
Okay.
Okay. Totally hilarious guy, and I cannot describe his sense of humor at all, but he basically opened me up to the idea that storytelling can be whatever you want it to be, because he gets silly, he gets surreal, nothing adds up, really. He just goes with it, and it's so fun and enjoyable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the book called?
The Hawkland Monster.
Is this a fictional work, or is this like
okay? Very much. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like fictional, like a made up, because it sounds cryptid-esque.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, I wasn't
Just
sure.
because it's me, yeah, no.
It does kind of like
I do other stuff than Bigfoot, Nick.
Stop doing Bigfoot for 1 second. We have a podcast to record.
But no, he was around with like Kerouac and stuff like that, but he didn't seem to get nearly as much play, even though he was much better in my opinion than like Burroughs and Kerouac.
when did you come across this? Like, were you younger, or was it like later on in your life?
Ooh. My buddy Al introduced me to him, so I must have been mid-20s.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. My first one is going to be like the first book that I actually read cover to cover that like I was like enthralled with, and that's the novel A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. Yeah. So I'd seen the movie like way too young, and then I vividly remember asking for the novel for Christmas and got it and like read it over Christmas break, and the crazy like dystopian kind of shit that's going on in that book. Also the fact that like it's written in English, but then also I had to look this up. It's written with a Russian like dialect called Nadsat, which is like the equivalent of teen in English. And it's like all of this slang that's Russian that's in it, and it just gives it this really weird vibe. They use it a lot in the film and stuff, like their droogs and devachkas and stuff like that. And the book is so thick in it, so while you're reading it, you're like, what the fuck? But then just context clues, you just pick it up, and it just starts to roll so well. And the book is like, I love the movie, but the book is, I'm that guy. The book is so much better. Like the fucking film is awesome for one reason, but the book is like so much like more intense about certain things.
And he's like 15 in the book, so everything's way worse that he's actually doing.
Yeah, because they are like young teenagers, like literally causing fucking problems, doing all the things you see in the movie,
like
plus some.
chaos. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
But yeah, Clockwork Orange.
I picked up that book when you had it, Nick, and I remember trying to read it, and I couldn't get past all of the slang that was in it because I didn't really know.
Yeah, because it's like
what
page
was
one.
going on. Yeah, it's thick.
Yeah, down at the Maliko Milk Bar and all these different drugs and stuff. Just like,
that is the creepiest part, isn't it? That they're drinking milk the whole time.
Yeah.
It's milk with like basically like acid or some shit in it. And
was there LSD? I didn't know
it's not acid. It's a different thing, but it's essentially that. Like they just
psychedelic milk. Sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, big, strong, like Russian bear. So that's it. Clockwork Orange, number one.
My next one's, it's called I Am the Cheese by Robert Cormier.
I remember that one.
That was one of my favorite. I probably found it in maybe early middle school. And that was the first book that I had read that has like a cool twist at the end, like where none of it's real and you don't find that out until the very end. Sorry if I spoiled it if no one's read it. Yeah, so really quick about that one. That's just, it was such a great book. And it's essentially like the title fits because he's singing like the farmer in the dell throughout it. And then he's the cheese. I don't know.
Well, I
It's a great
immediately
one.
went to I'm the walrus. I almost said Pikachu after you said I'm the cheese.
But it's it's a young adult, like just short novel. Yeah. I don't even remember how I came across it, but I'm glad I did.
Did you read it in school? Because that's when I read it.
It was like maybe. I read it while I was in school, but I didn't realize it was like a required reading. Was it for you?
It wasn't required reading. I think that you were probably introduced to it the same way I was. Ashley
Mrs. Hahn?
Ashley
Oh.
Price read it.
Maybe,
and then
yeah.
She told me about it, so maybe through there you probably picked it up through Samantha or something.
Probably. That would make sense. Yeah, because it's one that it's just always been in like the ether, but I have no idea where it came from. It just dropped on my lap.
Sometimes those are the best.
Exactly.
She put up the sign.
I wish this didn't have such an influence on me, but Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
That was going to be on my list.
I probably could have done without that phase of my life. Too many brain cells have just gone away with the wind. But that's such a fun time reading that book. So easy to read too. It's such a fast-paced book because cocaine and whatnot. But yeah, definitely influenced me a lot.
Oh hell yeah! How young were you when you read that?
I worked for the post office. I remember that. Well on my way to being an alcoholic. So yeah.
That time
Was I imagine you, like me, introduced to it through the film first?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good enough.
Well, you see that movie and you just go, I want more.
Yep. Gotta find more. And
Yeah,
yeah, you
that
get a
book
little
is
bit.
fucking phenomenal. It's sitting right beside me.
Great
Right now.
adaptation too.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, if you love the book, you'd love the movie, and vice versa.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. My second one is going to be my most recent book, and that's House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. This is a book that I literally had to get the physical copy because it cannot be consumed in any other way because of how it's written. It's basically, it's like I think they refer to it as like metafiction. So the book is about a fake movie that somebody is taking notes about and talking about, but then somebody found the notes of that. So it's like a story within a story within a story. And then also all of the footnotes in the book are sometimes breaking off into their own narratives.
Oh,
So
wow.
so it's this entire fucking like it plays with like surrealism, and it plays with like non-Euclidean architecture and geometry and stuff, and just it's basically, the long and short of it is about a house that these people move into, and the inside of the house is bigger than the outside. It starts off, it's like this closet is like an inch too big. It doesn't make sense. And it just keeps getting bigger, and they start to travel into the closet, and there's like all sorts of crazy shit and like craziness going on, but like it's all done in someone telling you about this film because it's all documented, and it's fucking nuts. It's just like,
That sounds really wild.
That sounds
it's super
good.
fucking crazy. It's cool. It's a dense read because like you're
Okay.
reading it, and then you're in one narrative, and then the font, like the literal font just changes, and
Oh, cool.
now we're talking like we're from this guy's fucking perspective, like talking about trying to bang this chick and everything, because that's the guy that actually like came across this stuff. Like it's all
Okay.
over the place, but in a good way. And yeah, like I'll like sit there and like read like 20 pages of it, and then like my brain will just like be like, okay, that's enough. Like there's a lot going on right now. But it's
How big
fucking
does the closet get by the end?
how big does the closet? Well,
Yeah.
I know that they've got like thousands of foot of rope to like try and traverse it. Like they keep, and there's
Oh,
like they
wow.
get so far into it, and they like hear like the grumbling of growls, and like it gets like really fucking trippy. But
Wow.
it's a horror book, kind of.
Oh, cool.
So was the whole thing in the closet? The
Yeah.
whole movie, I guess?
No, the movie actually takes place like covering the family that's there. So like there's like, so you're also getting like the possible infidelity going on like while the camera's rolling and stuff. Like there's all this other stuff kind of going on where the it's like the what's it, the Navison report? Yeah, Navison report is what it's called, the film. But it's literally just, it's not like a film that was made. It was someone with a camcorder at home documenting, like they just moved into this house. And then because of that, they're just kind of seeing other things going on, and the tape just keeps rolling, and you just keep picking up on weird things. But yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So yeah, House of Leaves. That's my second one.
I had a tough time coming up with this last one. So I'm going to say one, and I'm going to describe my love for another. So To Kill a Mockingbird, but I feel like it's a classic. I read it in high school, and it was amazing. It was one of the first books that I read that a girl was the narrator. So Scout, it's from Scout's perspective, which I really thought was cool. But now we're going to move on to The Road.
Enough about that now.
Yeah.
Cormac McCarthy's The Road.
I'm sneaking in 4
That's
because this is hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Road by Cormac McCarthy. I read it in college, and if you haven't read it, it's about a post-apocalyptic setting with a dad and his son just traversing the road, just traversing the wasteland, essentially. And it's a story about survival. And I read it before I had kids, and it still pops into my head every now and then. It's one of those books that I've only read once, but it's like Requiem for a Dream, where it's beautiful and devastating all at the same time. So it's one that I will recommend until I'm blue in the face to anybody who likes reading. So if you like reading and you like sad, The Road is if you want a bad time.
We're all about bad times here at Pot of the
I
Dead.
highly, 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 highly recommend The Road.
I've never read it, but I've watched the movie, and I vividly remember watching it, I don't know, a week after Sydney was born, and she was literally laying in my lap as it ends, and I'm just like, I'll never let anything bad happen to you, I swear.
Made me the dad I am today.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is like, because you've obviously taken in both. Do they is it a good adaptation? Like, is it?
It's a decent adaptation, but I'm like you said, you're that guy. I'm that girl that the book is always better because it's coming it's in my brain. It's what I want it to be, page to scene. So
Fight Club is better as a movie. I'll say that one.
Yeah.
But I'm not throwing that one on here. But
man, I can't think of a movie that I like better than a book if I read the book first.
Got you.
Yeah.
Did you read Annihilation, Natasha?
No, that sounds familiar. No.
Natalie Portman movie.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's a new one, right? A new Natalie Portman movie?
Within 10 years.
Oh, okay. I think I just saw it pop up on something streaming recently, which is why it sounds familiar.
It's good.
But it's a book
Very
first?
good. Yep.
Okay. Then
Book stinks.
Oh.
Movie good. Yeah.
Book bad.
Yep.
Movie good.
Words, burn them.
Yeah. Okay, so the last one, I wanted to pick one when I was older because the other ones were I was pretty young and impressionable and stuff. But Last Days by Adam Neville.
I think I've heard of that.
That it's fantastic. It's almost a perfect horror novel. I mean, it's kind of in the form of like Blair Witch, but it's a book.
Ooh.
So they're making a documentary throughout the whole thing. They're studying this cult, and it turns out the cult actually accomplished something incredibly bizarre.
Ooh.
So things start to happen to them throughout the book.
Tasha's writing it down.
I am, yeah.
I don't reread books very often, but I've read that one a few times.
Cool.
Wow. I'm like you. It's one and done a lot of times.
Yeah,
it has
easily.
to be so good to.
Yeah, if I'm going to do a follow-up, I'll do an audiobook. But yeah, on
Mm.
this one, I've sat down and read it a few times.
What did you say it was called again?
Last Days.
Last Days.
Yeah, I think we talked
There
about
it
it,
is.
Nick.
Yeah, Adam Neville. Maybe that's why I remember, or maybe
The
searching
guy who
through.
did The Ritual.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
There
same
it
guy.
is. Gotcha. Yeah, fucking. I think there's only been, off the top of my head, I've reread Clockwork Orange before. I've reread Fear and Loathing, and then the only other one that comes to mind, and it was an audio format. I've done it 3 times. Was Mindhunter, the actual.
yeah. Okay.
I can't remember his name. Douglas something.
Brutal as fuck.
Yes. But that's real. That shit's always super interesting to me. So that's what David Fincher adapted into the television show and stuff, but it's the actual creation of the criminal, what are they? I can't even remember. I've read it 3 times and I can't remember, but it's the profiling, serial killer profiling department basically in the FBI, and it goes fucking hard. And the audiobook is narrated by the author, so that's always
Nice.
cool.
Mhm.
Who was the head of that division that helped create that division, so that's always cool.
Whoever fights monsters. Is that
What?
it? Whoever fights monsters? Is that what you're talking about?
No, what? Mindhunter?
Maybe I have the wrong book. I was gonna say I thought I had the wrong book. I thought this was the same guy.
No, have you ever watched I think it's on
Yeah, I have.
Netflix. It's the book that's based on.
Yep.
Maybe that's another book by him.
Maybe. Robert Ressler?
That sounds right.
Tom Schachtman?
Hunter book. Johnny Douglas. Jonathan E.
Oh.
Douglas.
We're talking about separate books, man.
Yep.
Oh, I thought we were on the same page.
inside the FBI's elite, blah, 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 blah. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, fuck my face.
Yeah, you were like, what was it called that you said?
Whoever fights monsters.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is what you're talking about, right? I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about,
Oh,
bud.
It was
thought
like a
that's what
record
Mindhunters was
screech.
saying. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it's the exact same shit, just talking about all the serial killers he profiled, I think.
Oh, it could have
Oh,
been.
cool.
He's written other books too,
Yeah.
so it very well could be another one of his books.
Yeah, it was a tough listen. Not
Yeah.
fun.
They're always rough.
I don't like real violence. It sucks.
Yeah. My number 3 is real, and it's really upsetting. And it's
Book of Mormon. Dianetics.
Mouse.
Yes, it is. It's Mouse.
Oh.
it's actually.
Sure, the
I should
the
probably
graphic novel.
Hmm.
Yeah.
cover that up a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't want to be throwing swastikas up on YouTube.
Is that
and
your
shit.
original copy?
These are my original copies. Yeah, I got
Cool.
these in middle school. So hey, look, there's a ghostly international fucking postcard thing in here. Cool. So I read those books over a weekend because have grown up and always been a big comic book dork, and I remember it was Mrs. Wetherell's 7th grade English class, and I was like, can I just like read like comic books or a graphic novel or something like that, instead of, because we had to pick a book to read, and I was just like, meh. And
I don't want to do what you tell me to do.
yeah, I got very Rage Against the Machine about it. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. And then she's like, actually, there's this book that I would allow you to, but it's like, I don't agree with this, but I guess I do, considering the content. It's like a college kind of book and everything. Like, you're not going to be getting it here at the school. It's kind of
Right.
like what she was saying. And she was like, it's called Mouse. It's about
They actually did try and ban it at schools recently.
Hmm.
yeah,
I
ridiculous.
think it is banned in Ohio.
Ridiculous. I will always own my copies. If you've not read Mouse, it's basically Art Spielman is the author of it and the illustrator. And he talks to his father about his father going through the concentration camps and stuff during World War II. And it's all depicted as all of the Jewish people are mice, all of the Nazis are cats. And it is very graphic, very upsetting, very dark, but very real. And so that was 7th grade, and that fucking changed me, like, in a massive way. Ever since then, I've been kind of like a history nerd and stuff. Like, I listen to Dan Carlin's Hardcore History and stuff like that. It's like fucking like these 40-hour World War I documentaries and shit like that. And it's just always very interesting. But Mouse will always, like, I can vividly remember like certain splash pages, kind of like when you like flip the page and it's just like him sitting on top of a pile of shoes and stuff like that. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's 2 books. It's Mouse and it's Mouse 2, and it's one story though. But if you haven't read it, I highly suggest it. The other books I've suggested, check them out. They're cool. This one is like a legitimate, important piece of like nonfiction that it's a shame, like, that you guys are telling me like it's getting banned in schools and stuff like that, because who the fuck bans Nazi stuff like this if not Nazis?
I want you to forget about that. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
So
Because they don't want people to know, or it's too graphic, so we're just gonna push it under the rug.
Yeah. But yeah, Mouse. Hooray! End on a high note. End on such a cheery note. But okay, that's enough.
Oh yeah,
about
we
our
have other
books.
stuff to talk
We got
about.
other stuff to talk about. So
There's no book podcast.
from here on out, we're going to get into spoilers. So before we get into all of this, find us on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky. Also, if this is your first time here, that means you have to fight, or just give us a 5-star rating, comment on Spotify and YouTube, share us with your friends and family. Also, spoiler warning, if you haven't watched In the Mouth of Madness, there was a paywall for this. It goes on streaming services here and there every once in a while. But if you don't care, neither do we. So let's talk about In the Mouth of Madness. Okay. So, when Michael Myers shows up, what did you guys think?
Curveball.
I thought he was spooky.
So Tasha, I'll focus on you right now. So you were saying that like you like the kind of concept or whatever. Like, would you like to explain yourself?
That I liked the concept. So the fact that he was like following or supposed to find the author. So right there, it's already immersing you into, like Nick said, like book world. So with that, like when they're going through, I thought it was really cool. Like when they're going through the covered bridge, then you're essentially like in the book's world, which I loved. And it could have just stayed there the whole time. So that's the aspect that I really held on to, was the fact that like you're no longer in reality, but it still feels like reality. And those are some of my favorite books, some of my favorite movies to watch, is that altered where something doesn't feel right. You can't quite tell what's wrong, but something's wrong. Like it's just in the air. And I think this movie did it really well. And then of course it hits you in the face when she goes into the church and then like the head monster pops out and then it starts to get real weird. But
wait, it wasn't real weird when the head monster was there? It got real weird after?
It got real weird as the head monster got out.
Oh, well, it's kind of, I mean, you're used to that with Harry Potter and stuff.
Exactly.
Head faces and all that.
It's like Voldemort's. But this one was a lot creepier, I gotta say. It was a lot moister. Goopy.
Moister than an oyster.
That was my biggest complaint about the monsters. They weren't quite goopy enough. They had a sheen for sure, but I wanted more goop.
I was good with the goop. This was a
Really?
proper amount of goop in my eyes.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, they didn't have the goop budget that Sam Raimi had with his Grub budget.
Thank God.
Different goop standards, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like just enough goop.
And we
don't
gotta
have to go crazy.
We gotta pour one out for Ganoush, since you told us online that she passed.
Yeah. Sad
Can
day.
Instead of a moment of silence, why don't we all just make hag noises for a little bit?
Man, you make a really good hag there, Dustin. I'm impressed.
Yeah, might do that in my free time a little bit.
You're just in your room alone making hag noises.
R.I.P. Sweet Ganoush.
Forever in our hearts. So, Dustin, what was it about this movie that you really dug, like off the top of your head?
Well, it's kind of why I wanted to talk about the books changing our minds. Just the way that a story could be so awesome that reality bends and just completely changes itself to fit that narrative.
Yeah.
The idea of that is so cool to me. It's almost just like, wow, that one's really clever there. We're just going to make the world what he wants because that's fucking awesome.
And it's also really creepy because if you've ever heard of like the simulation theory about reality, it kind of plays into that a little bit too. Like, that's their reality, but it's solely because Sutter Cane wrote it. But do they know that they're in that reality? Because their reality is their reality.
Some of them do, though.
I know.
Some of them do know that they are, because like the guy at the bar that's kid is like taken and stuff. Before he shoots himself in the head, he's like, "I have to do this. This is how he wrote me." And like, I love those kind of things because that's some like batshit crazy stuff right there.
Yeah. Have you ever read Department of Truth, Nick? It's a comic.
I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah, it plays on the same idea that reality is malleable based on people's beliefs and things like that. Yeah, cool. The idea of that is so fucking terrifying to me, especially in the age we live in right now.
Yeah. Well, it kind of what is it called? Oh shit. It's not called New Gods. It's something like that.
Oh yeah, by Gaiman.
Yeah, yeah. Is that what it's called? New Gods?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it kind of plays on a lot of that stuff where like gods only exist if they're worshipped, and the more people that worship them, the more power they have and the more influence they
Yeah.
have. So
Yeah,
the
makes
fact that television is a god and stuff like that, that's fucking great. Like,
Yeah, people are saying that about AI. That AI is going to be the new religion. The new religion. So people are like worshiping AI and worshiping computers, which means that there's this other sect of people that are going to Christianity
ugh.
because they're going away from AI to traditional religion. So like AI is becoming one, Christianity, and like the traditional religions are becoming another.
Do you know that
Why
there's
do people have to worship anything?
I don't know.
because
Just
You
live
need
your life.
something. Apparently, people need something
well,
to
Yeah.
they need
answer to.
they need something to not so much answer to. Oh man, we're getting really in the weeds right now.
Tell them what to do. Or
Something to lead them
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like what it comes down to, because like it literally is like in their iconography and stuff of the shepherd and the flock.
Yeah.
Like it's that idea of, well, I don't know what to do and I don't want to do the wrong. And also nowadays nobody wants to fail, like, because everything like is televised, right? Like you have no private life essentially, so failure is not an option, even though it's
Right.
a learning tool. You fail, you learn something from it, and you move on,
It's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
yeah.
Exactly.
But not on my Twitch stream, it's not.
We all fail in the end. Death
Yeah.
is the ultimate failure.
I think it's
But is it?
I think it's a fucking godsend.
I think it's a win, actually.
Oh, you mean I get to be nothing now? Sweet.
Yeah, not to get dark, but I'm looking forward to it.
I don't mind sleeping.
I don't think it's a win or a loss. It's just it's neutral. It's there.
So, did you guys,
Yeah.
considering you're talking about AI and all that, did you hear that there's already a racist term that's used towards AI and stuff?
So AI first is considered a race now?
Well, they're using the term, like derogatory term, racist, whatever you want to call it, right?
Okay.
Clankers.
Oh, so hateful.
Yes. These fucking clankers and all
So
that
that's
shit.
what people are calling like Chat GPT and stuff
Yeah,
like that?
fucking clanker, man. I love it.
Okay.
It reminds me of South Park when they're dealing with like the people coming back from the future. And they just refer to them as goobacks because they come like through these portals. They've got a little bit of goo on them and stuff, and that's what they refer to them all the time. You goddamn goobacks, get out of here!
New to me.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
goo back is a good thing to me. I like the goo.
yeah, you could have done with a few more goobacks in this movie.
Uh-huh.
But you do get your like fucking top tier fish person for like a second here and there
Mhm.
in this movie that's like straight up out of Lovecraft.
Yeah.
So I don't know when Lovecraft hit the public domain, but like I guess maybe it wasn't at this time, because there's nothing stopping him from this just being a Lovecraft story,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, definitely.
it
It
deals with
almost
so
seemed
much.
like a workaround, didn't it?
Yeah, it feels really
Some
weird
way.
because like Sutter Cane is basically Stephen King, even though they take like a little jab. It's like he even outsells King and all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
And like the covers of the books look very like
Yeah.
fucking Stephen King-y. They very 90s paperback,
Mhm.
Patterson, Kuntz, my boys, all my three favorites.
But it kind of reminded me of the Dark Tower series
Yeah,
with
well-
like the spires, and that's Stephen King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
it's
like
like
his fantasy
it's exactly his. It's like exactly his covers.
hmm
You get a lot of tentacles too, isn't that
Yeah.
Lovecraftian?
Love.
You think they used those, like reused them from The Thing?
Well,
Some of them looked
I-
similar.
you know what?
The ones that went under the door?
Yeah.
You keep
Hmm.
talking. I'm gonna look this up. I think it's the same company that did the special effects, so very, very possible.
Okay. So Natasha, why don't you like goop?
It's goopy. It's slimy and
Uh-huh.
and wet.
Okay, so you could never be a slug.
No. I've never wanted to be a slug or
Oh,
a
well,
roly poly.
not for me. Yeah, I
Nope.
think slug life would be pretty good.
I thought you were gonna say something else that starts with SLU. You could never be a slut.
I mean,
Slug
also
life sounds
no.
good too.
Oh, you don't like goo? You couldn't be a slut. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man.
No. I mean, it's better than him saying that I was one. So I'll take that I could never be one. I'm cool with that.
No. No, I went purely innocent with that slut.
Sorry, I ruined everything. I would like to apologize.
Way to go, Nick.
Nasty bitch.
But yeah, in a lot of movies, when they're like excessively gory, it just turns me off. I lose interest. There's a proper amount of gore or goo or whatever.
Yeah.
And once it goes too far, then it takes me out of, I know this sounds stupid, but it takes me out of reality. It just takes me out of the movie as a whole. Because then it's just like gratuitous. And I don't care about it.
It was the things done by Robin R. Botten, so it's a different guy. But yeah, maybe they make tentacles the same way.
Yeah.
There's only so many ways tentacles can move.
That's a good point. Yeah.
The anime and porn industry would suggest otherwise.
There you go, Nick, making it gross again.
I can't help it. I'm damaged goods.
No, you love goop in a different way.
I am a big fan of the goop.
You like scoop and gloop and all those things.
Yeah. So did you have it figured out, either of you, like before like the real reveal, like before I'd say like the confessional area? Did you know that he was a character that was being written by Sutter Cane, or
No?
Just finding that out now.
I mean, they like
Sorry to
spelled
ruin it
out
for
to
you.
Spoiler
They like
alert,
even
Nick.
showed you his face.
You
and
watched the
him on
movie.
screen.
Yeah, but I guess I was confused.
There were like 2 times, 3 times that it's just like bam, right in your face that he's
You're
being
fucking
written.
kidding with me, right? Like, you knew he was a character, right?
Yeah. I'm just
Oh
fucking
my
with you.
god.
Dustin, I'm so happy you're on this podcast.
No, I didn't get that anyone was written into the story. But he never read it, so how could he be in it?
You don't have to read it to
I'm
know
embarrassed.
that
I'm
you're in
turning red.
And then at the end of the movie, he goes to see the movie that's made
Uh-huh.
about the book, and it's literally the
And he's
movie
in
we
it?
just
John-
watched.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it says on the thing, like, the Mouth
I
of
thought he was
Madness
just getting
with
trippy.
what's his face? Like, his name's on the marquee.
Old fashioned, what's his face?
Okay, so explain this to me like I'm 12.
Okay.
What's this movie about?
Start from the beginning.
Oh, fuck me.
So the entire movie
Mhm.
is the book in the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah. So I kind of got
That's
that.
it.
I thought like the book changed the world. I didn't know that he was written into it, I guess.
Yeah, well, the book is the world because
Yeah.
the fictitious story that we're viewing at the start, we think it's reality, but it's actually just the work of Sutter Cane.
Mhm.
And yeah, it doesn't actually change the world. I mean, I guess you could kind of play it on whichever side or whatever, like that.
So it didn't change the world, really.
It
I mean,
seems that way at the beginning when
Yeah.
like his fans are going like crazy,
mhm.
Yeah.
essentially. But then you find out at the end, like his publicist or his agent, whoever it was, like sought him out and like tried to kill him with the hatchet
Mhm.
because Sutter Cane wrote that in the story to get Sam Neill's character, that I can't remember his name, to get Sam Neill
John.
to Hobbs End.
John Trent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To get him there.
Yeah, and this is where, like, I was saying, like, there's obviously plot holes that, like, if we really start to, like, dig into it, like, it'll be
Little
like,
tentacles.
this doesn't actually make any sense. But, like, it is kind of one of those things. It's like, well, at the end, you know, like, everything does go to shit and everything, but it's like, that could just actually be the end of the book or whatever,
Mhm.
is that kind of thing. Or is he actually in the real world? And, blah, like, is he only in the real world when he's in the asylum or not? You know what I mean?
I don't even think that's real.
No, I don't think so either. I think from front to back, it is the book.
And it's essentially Doctor Who logic.
Yeah.
So there's no way you can explain
Timey-wimey.
this. Exactly. It's just, it's there because they said it was.
Yeah, fucking crazy shit in the 90s.
It's a book. It's sci-fi.
Don't like it? Go watch fucking Forrest Gump.
I will
Yeah,
be quiet
Dustin,
for
so
the
if
rest
you-
of the episode.
Shut the fuck up. No, you will not.
Big shame.
There have been many times where Nick and I, or when stuff was on, like Nick, Steph, and I, like I was watching a completely different movie
Uh-huh.
than they were. Like any
I was
subtext
too.
would just go right over my head.
Yeah.
So you're in good company.
I thought he was just like fighting that reality the whole time.
Okay. Nope.
I thought you were gonna console me.
No, but I can see where you're coming from though, because like Hobbs End is basically, it's kind of like Castle Rock for Stephen King. It's just like this area where all of his works exist. So, you know, Happy Gilmore's grandmother that has like the old man chained to his fucking foot and then turns into some
Great.
sort of weird creature and everything,
Yeah,
chopping
she's
up people with an
nasty.
axe.
Mhm.
That in my head, that's a character from another one of his books that's just in Hobbs End now. Like all of those different things, because like there's just random times where he's like looking in like this like greenhouse area and there's a fish person in there. It's like blah, 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 and that's it. And you never fucking see it again. It's like, oh yeah, that's where Fishman lives.
Yeah.
In this fucking universe like of Hobbs End that doesn't exist except for like this weird cut up the pictures of the like the covers that have the red outline and we piece it
Yeah.
together. It is this,
New Hampshire.
yeah, it's just like it's somewhere here. It's like, all right, man.
In this state.
Somewhere in this 1,000 square mile area there is a town.
So how could Styles have read the book if they were in it?
Styles. Which one's Styles? Is that the
She was
chick?
the lady.
The woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she doesn't exist,
Mm.
right?
Mm. Mm.
Yes.
Because when he comes back to
Who
Charlton
stroked the
Heston.
head then? Who was head stroking?
She
Wow.
exists within the confines of the book, though, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
so that's where like it is actually affecting the outside world, because if we're to believe that, okay, all right, we're gonna try and work through this.
Okay.
So when he went to Hobbs End, right, all that shit fucking got all wibbly wobbly, crazy, bullshitty and stuff. But when he comes back and tries to stop them from publishing it, says, you brought that to me like 7 weeks ago. We've already published it. All this stuff. You keep talking about this chick. There was no fucking person that went with you and stuff. So that kind of means like maybe it's actually happening in the real world, but like everything.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it could be implied that way, but like so much has fucking went insane in this. I'm just like, for the sake of me just being able to understand like a narrative timeline through this thing, I'm just like, it's all the book. Because otherwise I'm going to be like, well, this thing, but that counter or contradicts this thing.
But yeah, you're right. That did make me forget about. I think that we needed Styles to be able to get to Hobbs End. I think Styles was from that universe.
Mhm.
So she was the only way that they could get there, because he was asleep when all that
True.
wibbly wobbly stuff was happening. And that's why he couldn't leave on
Yeah.
his own. I can't remember how exactly he got out. He like went through the people at some point.
Yeah,
He got like
drove-
surrounded by monsters, and then all of a sudden he was just out on a road.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and then
somehow
gets
he
on-
like flashed out of it.
I think it's because at that point, because like at the end of the day, Sutter Cane wants John Trent to get his book published. He
Yes.
needs him to get the manuscript out of there and published to affect the rest of the world. So yes, it does actually affect the rest of the world. But
So I was half right.
yes,
Yes.
I think
I'll take it.
I don't. We are all 100% right and 100% wrong.
Yes, because he's going to turn the rest of the people, because there's like this talk of followers and stuff like that about the book when they're in like his temple.
Yeah, where he's talking about the new Bible.
Yeah, and that's what this book is.
Yeah, it's basically it. This book is like everything that H.P. Lovecraft has ever written. It's like, you're gonna look at it, it's gonna blow your fucking mind, man, and then everything's gonna be different. It's gonna be crazy, and that's essentially what the book is.
Yeah.
But it's also the future, because when what's the lady's name?
Styles.
Styles. I want to say Hobbs. I don't know Hobbs then. When
That's a frog.
Thank you. When
I know, Steph.
when they're talking about the book, she says that she can't follow him because she's read the end and stuff like that. So like it is one of those things that like she literally was created just to get him there to then send him back with the book, which is super convoluted and everything, but it makes for a cool story.
Can we talk about the frog for a second?
Yeah, Hobbs. What's up?
Who's Hobbs, the frog? I don't know
Calvin
who.
and Hobbes.
Oh, Dustin. Hobbs is a tiger.
What? Who am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of Frog and Toad.
It's in the name.
I'm not good at this.
I'm so sorry.
That was the most maternal thing I've ever. Oh, Dustin.
It's okay, Dusty.
Oh, you can do the first grade
I got
again.
those two confused.
So sorry to correct you.
This is the danger of having me on a podcast and having my words recorded.
This is the beauty of it.
It's a good thing I don't have an ego, or I'd be pretty upset with myself right now.
Oh my God. Oh, good Lord. I can't breathe. Okay.
Now that we got that figured out.
I'm gonna try and figure this out. So Hobbs, he's a frog.
In my world, yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is
Just
the
a
greatest.
frog I didn't know about. That's all.
Oh.
You have a pet. Who knew?
Oh shit.
You know that children's book about the frog and the toad, Calvin and Hobbes.
You know that old sea story, Calvin and Hobbes.
Promise I haven't had anything to drink either. This is just me. Dumb.
Tasha, are you silent laughing over there,
Yeah.
Tasha?
Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah, my glasses are
Oh,
just
that was
fogging
great.
up.
I am too, but for different reasons.
Gonna send this one to the family. Just like, hey mom, I made it.
You remember all those parent-teacher conferences when everyone was real disappointed in me? You're going to hear that same tone come out of Natasha at one point. It's going to trigger me a little bit.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Okay. So oh, I'm gonna try and get through this. Oh God. Okay. It's a podcast. Let's do this.
Sorry.
I just can't stop thinking of Tasha going, oh, Dust. Okay.
And I just keep going. You know that story about the frog and the toad? Calvin and Hobbes. He's just circling in my brain.
Oh, okay.
Let's get serious, guys.
Oh, okay. Episode 99, guys. We're almost
Oh,
there.
great.
We're almost there.
And this is where the wheels finally
This
fall
just
off.
completely fell off. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh, okay. Mhm. So we
What
know
else
what
is there
happened.
to talk about?
We know what happened in this movie, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Yes. Well, if we're talking about Frog and Hobbs, I think that we've kind of said about everything we can for this movie. Unless you got anything else that you want to talk about with it. I mean, what was your favorite fucking creature or whatever? Like, Happy Gilmore's mom or grandma is my favorite.
Same here.
Yeah, I loved it when that guy says, "Come on, you old bitch." And she wasn't at the front desk.
Oh, yeah.
Just the sweetest old lady. Come on, you
It
old
was
bitch.
unnecessary.
Yep.
Yeah, I just love how like unhinged Sam Neill's character is the entire time. He's just not fucking buying it. Yeah,
Mhm.
you got this whole like the audacity of this man to just be like, yeah, you're all reading the script real well. Like everything. The dude blows his head off. He's like, Not sure if I'm buying it yet.
That was a bit much.
Always smoking cigarettes and just fucking.
Oh yeah, and then she bends over backwards like a crab person and twists her head around. Is like, that's a good effect.
The way that she poked her head out from the door was so strange. I was expecting her to just have a really long neck.
Yeah.
What I was going for. So it was a nice surprise to see her just like all contorted and stuff.
So would you mark this up, Tasha, as one of your favorite creature features, considering it's got a plethora of creatures?
Yeah, I would say so. Mm-hmm. There aren't very many creature features that I really like.
That's why I was assuming that you probably
I can
weren't
send some
gonna
your
dig
way.
it.
All right, as long as they're not goopy.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Yeah,
but-
minimal goop. Let's start slow.
We got this
Okay.
really cool movie about a frog and a toad called In the Mouth of Madness.
Let it go, Nick.
I can't help it.
Yeah, check out the movie Abominable. It's a fantastic Sasquatch horror.
There we go.
Oh,
Minimal
Okay.
goop. Yeah.
cool. A lot of snow. Sasquatch?
No,
Abominable?
no
Is it
snow.
Snowy?
no,
No.
no Sasquatch.
It's just a Sasquatch and no snow. Yeah.
But when I think of Abominable, I
Yeah.
think of the Abominable
should.
Snowman, which
Yeah.
is like a cousin of Sasquatch,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that kind of works out for next week's episode.
Oh,
So you're talking
Okay.
about you hear abominable, you
Yeah.
think that you're gonna get an abominable snowman, but you're gonna
Mhm.
get a Sasquatch instead. So next week will be our 100th episode, right? And I'm gonna let everybody know we're gonna be covering Troll 2 for our 100th episode. And you hear that title and you go, "Oh, I can't wait to see trolls in this movie."
yeah.
No trolls.
Oh,
Goblins.
What?
No trolls.
God damn it.
Does it have anything to do with Troll 1? Nope.
All right.
Even at all? Not even close. Okay. So that's what we will be watching for next week is Troll 2. It's also if you guys are really interested and you want to double feature it before we record and everything, there's also an awesome documentary about the film called Best Worst Movie. So if that kind of gives you a little taste of what we're in for, it's not good. It's fun. It's not good.
And that's what we're doing for our 100th. The
I
thing
think-
that's not good, but
yeah,
fun.
it's
Uh-huh.
all uphill from here, baby.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, multiple
Natasha?
times. Oh,
Nope.
No? Okay.
I haven't. Have you?
No. I
Okay,
haven't even
cool.
heard of it until you brought it up.
Yeah, me neither. All right.
Must be good if he's saving it for 100.
I don't know about that.
there you go. Troll 2
It looks slimy.
20th anniversary edition.
Cool.
To give you a little bit, those greedy goblins are back and hungrier than ever in this gourmet gross out. It's really not that gross of a movie. Disguised as friendly country folk, a pugnacious posse of people-eating trolls, there's no trolls in this movie, lures visitors to their town, but a family of 4 is about to discover that this place is a real tourist trap, and they're the prey. Now, the no-good gnomes, there's no gnomes in this movie, must be destroyed before the family gets flambéed, and the world becomes a buffet in the feeding frenzy of fear.
Whoa.
So that's what we're
Dustin,
watching.
look, he's coming out of the book. Oh, you missed it.
Sorry.
Oh,
But
behind the
behind
screen.
Nick. Yeah. I wasn't listening to Nick. I was watching the movie.
That's fair.
Must have been a key point of the movie I missed at some
Yeah.
point. Huh?
Yes. Oh, yes, indubitably.
Yes.
Yeah, just like the what and the last thing I got to ask about this movie. The blue scene.
Okay.
He's on the bus. Blue. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
Anything?
What about it? No, he was just like, my favorite color is blue, and then it cut to him also on
Yeah.
the bus. That's
Ah!
I
Yeah.
loved when he screamed. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
asking. He's fucking like
I
straight
don't
up.
understand why. Because then he screamed in reality also, and
Sure.
I don't. I could have done without that part. I don't know.
Ah.
I love the little bus hag right next to him talking about like
Is every old
Yeah.
woman a hag?
well, if
Apparently
you're talking
so.
about depression bodies stacking up in the gutters, then yeah, you're sort of a casual bus hag.
Fair weather bus hag. Got it.
Yep.
Well, if we're talking about fair weather bus hags, and I've already told you what we're doing next week for episode 100, I guess that means it's time to end the show. So for Pod of the Dead, I am Nicholas.
Dustin.
I'm Natasha.
Come back and listen to us, or else.
All